you say, get money. What you say, get money. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Charity, and this is the Mommy Money Getter channel where I talk about how you get money by getting to that content creator bag, guys. I'm also talking about how to save money, how to get the best deals at these stores, especially if you're a single mom like me. Okay? Now it's Friday night and I'm just chilling. I had a long day. My day started off with a letter. I just happened to find it. I don't check my mail. I just have doom piles all over the house. And when I feel like it, then I'll check my mail. It's sad. It really is really, really sad. But for some reason, I guess one of the girls brought some mail into my room, and ordinarily I wouldn't have even seen it because I don't pay attention to my mail. And I happened to see a letter that was important. I'm glad I did see it because um, it's something that I really needed to see. Okay, but so I picked it up, I read it, and I put it into my Rolodex on my phone. Well, basically my scheduler. What is it? The monthly calendar on my phone. I squared away what I needed to do for the correct day. Then I had a long meeting today, guys. It was just so arduous. I just wanted to get off the phone, but I had to do it. It's something that was very highly important. Um, and I was just worn out. I was drained by the time I was done with that. And then to top it all off, you guys know my daughter Kamaria is she's done with school already. She finished about a month or two ago, but she's now getting ready to walk across the stage. And the school comes with she owes $600 for books. $600 for books. I was like, what? All this money I've been spending. I mean, every time I turn around, this girl has needed something from prom to what was it, senior day to ditch day to grad night, and then her cap and gown, and then her dress, and then her prom dress, and then, I mean, it just didn't stop. And I'm like, girl, you better go home and tear apart that house because I'm not about to pay $600 for books. And I was like, did you tell them that you did turn it in? She was like, Mom, I can't lie. I'm like, girl, as much as you lie to me, girl, she was like, I don't lie to you. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, okay. My daughter had plans to go and spend the weekend with her cousins. I was like, oh, you're not about to do that. You're going home to look for those books because I'm not paying 600. What was it, $585 for books? I mean, I have it, but I don't have it for no doggone books that's from ninth grade. So you already know those books are probably obsolete by now. And so she was like, well, Mom, they said I can get them on Amazon. I'm like, are you sure? So I go to Amazon. All the books are there. And instead of $585, I was able to get away with paying $109 for the books. But they didn't give her her cap and gown. The cap and gown that I paid for. I paid for this cap and gown. How could you deny her her cap and gown? Like, this school is off the chain. I was about to nut up because that's what I do. I nut the F up. But today I had my emotional intelligence in check and I calmed down because it was nothing I could do about it. I asked to speak to the principal. I've had dealings with her before in the past. She's pretty cool, and I know your girl has a gift of gab, and I know I could have talked her into like waiving those fees or something because this is what happened. Before my daughter could go to grad night, she had to pay any fines that she had so that she could before she could even buy her ticket. So I'm like, if she owed for books at that point in time, you all should have said, hey, Naomi, thanks for joining. You all should have said, hey, she owes for these books. I probably would have said, you're not going to grad night since you lost those books. Mind you, I gave her money for grad night. She had to have a new outfit, not just a Lululemon outfit that was $200, new Nikes, new hairdo, plus the ticket. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm so glad this girl is about to turn 18 because although um, she's going to college and I will be helping with that, all those little rinky dink stuff that she's asking me for, no, 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 no. But anyway, let me keep going with the story, y'all. So yeah, where was I? So I go to the school to ask to speak to some one of the administrators, and the administrator that I've dealt with in the past with my girl, she's very nice. She likes me. All the administrators do. They're like, how do you get a daughter with straight A's? There's hardly any kids in high school with straight A's. I'm like, I don't know. But really, my daughter, that's all on her. She's really motivated, really ambitious, and she likes getting those straight A's. Plus the $200 that she gets from me, plus the hundreds of dollars she gets from grandmas and sisters or whatever from getting all A's. And she was on a roll all year. Not Kamaria though, not the book loser. That's the one that's a, little rebel rouser. But anyway, so I go to the school, and the vice principal is like, well, the principal that's handling the graduations is not here. I will give her your information. So I'm thinking to myself, girl, you are not going to spend the weekend with your cousins. You're going to turn that house upside down to find those books. But I was like, you know what? It's hot. Since I could get them all for $100, let's just cut it right there. And you're going to pay me back because I already paid $50 for fines. And I'm just like, when she paid the fines, she should have been told that she owed money for books. Am I wrong? Yes, she should have paid the money for those any books that she owed or anything. And the principal was like, "Well, they don't want to penalize the kids uh, when they're juniors and when they're freshmen. They wait till they're seniors so that they can tally up everything." Now, why in the hell would you do that? Why would you wait before a kid is about to walk across to the stage to say, you owe $600 for books? What if I didn't have $600? And then as we were walking out of the school, I saw another girl and I heard her say, ask the library, ask the library. I mean, she was going up, one of the teenagers. And I almost wanted to interject, but you don't know how these kids would react or whatever. You know, people just are just different. So I kept going, and I heard the principal telling her, "Look, you're going to make it to where you can't even walk across the stage." I'm guessing from what little bit I heard, she may have been told the same thing my daughter was told. But like I said, I'm the one that nut up. I nut up so much so that my kids are like, Mom, like, because I'm always ready to tussle at any given moment. I am working on that. God is yet working on me, guys. You know, by the grace of God, there go I. But yeah, I will go left, and I'm glad I didn't do that today. I prayed this morning. I read the Bible this morning. I cried to God and all of that. So I was so glad that, and it was hot. It's been like 106 where I live, and I didn't have my diva fan with me. Hey, Madison, what's up, girl? Um, I didn't have my you got church tomorrow? That's what's up. That's what's up. Praise God. Pray for your girl. And I didn't have my Diva fan. I didn't have my Stanley Cup with me. And I said, you know what, Charity? Don't leave your house without your Stanley or your Diva fan. It's going to be ugly if you do. I was panting. My asthma was trying to act up, but I paced myself. I got through it, but I was hot and thirsty. Mm. So all that could have resulted in, you know what, the church is the best place to be on your mama's birthday. Make sure you pray for her, Madison, and pray for your girl too. Only if you a good person. Don't pray for me if you're not, because I don't want to get cursed because you're not a good person. I'm just playing. I know you're a good person. Pray for your mom. Church is the best place to be. You can go to church and have a good dinner afterwards or whatever you plan to do. But I think that's a great idea to go to church. Uh, where was I? Yes, me being hot, me being thirsty, me already having so many issues today with the long meeting, with the bad, well, not bad letter, but just the irritating letter that I had to deal with today. And then hearing that, mind you, my daughter was calling me, blowing up my phone during my Zoom meeting. Okay. So I knew it was something. I knew it was going to be something. I knew they were going to say she owed something for some reason. I just knew it. But I'm like, but we gave them the $50 for the fines. I'm thinking that it was only one book, and I'm thinking we already paid for it. So we're square. Honey, When I got to that school and and I saw that they had, like, when you walk in, now they have, what is it, those things that go beep beep. What are they? Not X-ray machines. What are they called? You know, when they want to make sure they're checking you, make sure you don't have weapons, whatever. I can't think of the name of it, y'all. It's been a long day. Let me know what I'm talking about if you comment below. What am I talking about when you walk in and they make sure that you don't have anything on you? Anyway, and I was just tripping about that. Like, what is this? Are they treating the kids like criminals? Like, what the heck is this? They have all these metal detectors or whatever. I forget what they're called. That's not what it's called. So anyway, and I should know. I should know what it's called. But anyway, so I leave the school, and my daughter didn't tell me this before I went to the school. She told me this as I'm leaving the school. Mama, you can get the books on Amazon. So I'm like, look up the books, make sure they're the right ones. She said, there are the right ones, they're the right ones. I look at the paper they gave us and the names that they say. Mind you, it should have ISBN numbers because that's how you know which book is that you have the correct book. No ISBN numbers, no ASINs, nothing. Okay, whatever. So I go ahead and I order the three books. They're gonna be here by Monday. My daughter graduates Thursday, mind you. And so I got the books, and that's how I spend my day. And yeah, yeah, they really tried to, like, set trip on us, and I didn't like that. But that's not what I came here to talk about. I was just sitting here chilling at home in bed, two fans on, Diva fan in hand. And I was this morning I was just thinking about, God, what should I be doing? And then just I got inspired today. I haven't written a book in, like, I think 22 was the last time I wrote and published a book. And I put a lot into my writing from, I want to say, 2018 until 2022. I wrote a lot of books. I did a lot of writing, a lot of editing, and a lot of promoting, a lot of marketing, a lot of posting just to get my name out there. And I did sell thousands of books as a result. I could say I sold thousands of books, and my books have been read on many continents, on many, many continents, in the UK, in Russia, in Canada, in the US, in Africa. I have readers, and I'm proud of that. However, my books could have been published a lot better, and I was getting better and better at it, so much so that I just started helping other people write books. And I'm proud of the work that I did with my own books, even though they left much to be desired in the area of, you know, typos or whatnot. But I want to go back at it. I was helping other authors promote their books. I did that a lot in 23, I want to say, or was it last year? No, 23. 23, I was doing a lot of book promotions on social media, and then I was also helping entrepreneurs and shelves publish their books, and I'm happy I did that as well. That is, for me, helping an aspiring author or indie author to publish their book is just as gratifying as publishing my own book. And it's a little even more for me because I like the ideal of helping someone bring their vision to life and helping them pick out a cover and making sure that their book looks like a book that someone could buy in the store, or that it looks and reads like something that somebody would want to finish. And I'm happy to say that I worked with a lot of talented authors and entrepreneurs, and it was fun. But now I want to get back to writing my own book, and that's how I'm going to spend my summer. And that's what I want to talk to you about. How are you going to spend your summer? I think that summer are the times when we should take a break from what we do the majority of the year. We should vacation, and we should also take the time to enjoy life and to spend our time doing the things that we want to do. And that's what I want to do. The kids will be off school. Um, my load would be lightened considerably, so I will have the time and the wherewithal to get back to doing what I love. And as I'm writing, my main goal is to go back and re edit those first books. I would like to re edit Baby Girl, the whole series. I think instead of 3 books, I want it to be 2 books. So I'm going to re edit the whole thing and re release it on the 6 year anniversary. And if I take my time during the summer, I can do that. And I can also, once I go back over it and make it how I want to make it, I can, go and have somebody else proofread it and make sure everything is everything. So, and I want to redo the covers. And I think I want to take them off Amazon and relaunch my books on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. And I even probably want to do like a book signing in my local Barnes and Noble. I think that'd be awesome and amazing, and I'm excited to do that. And also, while I'm doing that, I also would like to get started on my next book. I think I can get the editing done for sure in like 2 months. Release it, re-release it during November, the month of November, and then I could also get started on my next book that I will release in 2026. So, um, re-releasing my first books will be a great way to reintroduce myself since it's been a while since I've promoted myself as an author or that I've dropped any books. So it'd be a good marketing uh, and promotion for the book that I'm going to release after. And that's my goal. And not just write books or not just re edit my books. I want to spend my days at the beach, or I have the plan that I want to go and vacation somewhere by somebody's water. I'm thinking Hawaii for a week or so, me and the girls, and then I could just spend a lot of time writing. I think that would be so dope. And I live in California, so we're basically an island, so there's long stretches of nothing but beach here, several beaches. So I want to spend a lot of my time at the beach this summer and just take my laptop with me and put on my sombrero and just chill by the ocean and just listen to the waves crash in and have my little speaker, my little Bluetooth speaker, down a little low so I'm not annoying any other beachgoers and just write. I think that's exactly what I want to do. I may even get a few people together and say, hey, let's meet at the beach. Let's do some writing exercises. Um, I might even start like a little tastemakers or something like that. I don't know. I have so many ideas on my mind, and I'm just excited about it all. I think it sounds great. How are you guys gonna spend your summer? Let me know what's good. Comment below how you plan to spend your summer and what you are looking forward to most. Whether it be spending time with family, taking a break from work, going on a vacation, or uh, creating or starting up a new business since you have some time off. Do you have time off or will you be working? Will you be staying home with your kids? Let me know. I want to know how you plan to spend your summer and if you're excited for what the summer holds. I know that 4th of July is probably one of my favorite holidays. Just the whole vibe of summer, just sunny days. As I get older, I can't stand the heat as much. I don't really like being out there in the heat, but I do like this morning when I woke up to take my daughter to school. It was bright and sunny, and it's like there's no way you can have a bad day when you just wake up and you can hear the birds chirping and the sun is in it's fully in the sky and it's just beaming down on you. Where at least where I live, I catch a lot of mornings like that. Even in spring or on fall days, the sun will beam down on me. But that's just all I wanted to talk about. I just got the ideal right now, and probably because my house is quiet, I don't have the TV on, my kids are doing their thing, and you know, I always worry about that. Like, am I making the right moves? Even at my age, I always think to myself, what do I really want to be doing, and am I doing it? And I've always said I wanted to write and spend my time writing, and I feel like I kind of got into content creation and started making money and kind of got into heavily invested into that. But I've always wanted to have a New York Times bestseller. I always wanted to have a book that was adapted into a movie or a series. That's my goal. And maybe I needed to take a break from everything so I could get excited about it again. Or perhaps I needed to recharge my creativity. I can say that when I went to the Broad Museum and when I visited the John Michel Basquiat uh, exhibit, I got a spark of creativity then. And then as I'm watching this Forever series, I'm just thinking about how Baby Girl is set in LA and how I could see that that series, I could see her as Baby Girl. I really could. And I was just like, wow, I need to go back and re edit my book and I need to breathe life into her again because, like I said, she sold thousands of books. Um, Readers all across the world have read her, but I feel like millions. I feel like millions need to know who Charity is and they need to know me as an author. And I feel like I don't feel like I quit, but I feel like I need to give it a go again. I need to get back out there. If you're interested in reading one of my books, they're on Amazon. The link is in my bio. You can get to my, I think you could just hit my profile and then all my links will come up and then you'll see it, a link that says Charities Books and you can click there. I have lots of reviews on my books. Um, I think they're like 99 cents on Amazon. If you have, what is it? What is it called? Kindle. If you have the subscription to Kindle, then you can read the books for free, or you can get my ebook for 99 cents. That's barely nothing. I get like 35 cents royalty off of that. Or you can do be very supportive and get one of my books. Or if you really want to support your girl, go to my website cdarrellhoward.com and you can purchase my books and I'll sign it and I'll send it to you. Um, um, the link for that is also in my website. The link to my website is also in my profile. Or if you would like some help with your books, am I ready to do that this summer? Help other people with their books? I don't know. But I am doing helping people with social media and learning how to become affiliate marketers. So yeah, I'm doing it all. But really, what I'm going to be heavily concentrating on is re-editing Baby Girl, and I have another book I want to re-edit, which is Tell Me Something Good. I love Tell Me Something Good. That's going to be a trip reading that because that one is based on my real life. Tell Me Something Good. All my books are uh, kind of ring true for me because I put a lot of truth into my books. Um, my genre is real life fiction. So if you read my books, if you know me, you'll be like, oh, she's talking about this. If you don't know me, then you'll be like, which part is true? Or this sounds like it could be real. And you just never know because your girl has a hefty imagination. So I'll put all kinds of stuff in there just to pique readers' interest or to keep people turning the pages. But a lot of what you're reading is facts and maybe fiction, but a lot of it is sometimes what I'll do is I'll embellish a lot so that um, you won't know exactly. Even if you know me, you want to know, you wouldn't know exactly what I'm who or what I'm talking about. So I do that sometimes as well. But yeah, your girl can write her butt off, and like I said, I want to give my books the attention and the editing and and the marketing and everything that they deserve, because I feel like as a writer, I'm a good writer. I just need to focus, and I think that um, when I put my efforts into it, I feel like the books I write could be screenplays or could be a movie or a series. And I'm proud of my books. I'm proud of myself overall, but I'm really proud of myself as an author, because people will often say, "Oh, I want to write a book, or I could write a bestseller, or my book will knock your socks off," but they never write it. It's, I think anybody could write a story. I think, anybody could write at least one good book, but not everyone is going to sit down and be able to collect themselves and put their thoughts together to write a book. Or it's not everyone that will take the time or have the money to produce a book that's going to get to the masses. And I'm proud of myself because I did that. I wrote the book, I promoted the book, and I gave it my all. I mean, when I'm writing, I want to say I get so manic. I get so manic. And I've never been like that before. But I say that because I think when you're creative, you have a little mania anyway, because creators, they just don't stop. And when I was writing my books, I had to force myself to go to bed, because I can literally write from the time I wake up. Like if I wake up at 5 in the morning, and then I could go to, until like 1 the next day. Like I did that so many times. Like, girl, you've been up almost 24 hours. You need to go to sleep. I was doing that so much when I was writing. So yeah, yeah. But anyway, I'm doing a lot of talking. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for liking this. I appreciate it. If you got all the way to the end, go ahead and follow your girl. I know that I have already said that I was going to go live showing my face, um, and I will. I just get so busy, and right now it was just real easy for me not to get out of bed, and I could just talk to you guys and do so with no regard to how I look or how I sound, and just relax and talk. Thank you guys who commented, and yeah, if you haven't already done so, check out some of my videos. I think the last video I did, what's the last video I did? Maybe Hey Butterfly Family, Flaws and Lifestyle. What's good? I think the last videos, I can't remember, but check out my shorts too. And if you're a creator, check out my content creator vlogs. I think those are really good if you want to know how to earn money as a content creator. Um, Check out my shopping videos if you like to see what the stores have. Check out some of my clean eating videos if you want to learn how to cook a little bit healthier. I got everything on my page. I'm a lifestyle vlogger. I used to call myself a mommy vlogger. I don't know what I am now, because I don't have my children on my vlog as much, unless um, we're going somewhere, like a vacation, or unless I'm really doing something with them and I think it'll make good content. But I don't have my kids on my page as much as I used to. Now it's more centered around me. And I think as my channel evolves, because my channel used to be uh, life with the Barbs, and I had my granddaughter Dream, because that's what I was doing at the time. I was having her over a lot. She just made me so happy. I was going through a tough time, and just having her around me just made me so happy. She really helped me to get over that rough patch when I was leaving my job. I was so happy to have her in my life. But now she's getting older, and she does a lot of cute stuff. But I don't really catch her like I did when she was a baby. So uh, it's you don't get the adorable, cute stuff when you want to on film. You got to kind of like catch toddlers when they're doing something cute. But yeah. So I have like almost 1,000 videos and shorts. That's a lot. And this week, I already had 1 million views, but for some reason, what the public would see was less than 1 million. So even though I already had 1 million, I waited until everyone could see I had 1 million before I announced it. But I'm so happy I have 1 million views for my content. That's a lot. That is a lot of eyeballs watching me and watching my content. But I talked long enough. My voice is dry. If you're still in here, please like this video and consider following my page. And enjoy your weekend. And guys, like I was saying, enjoy your summer. Pick out a little pocket of time, an area of your life that you want to focus on, whether it's losing weight, whether it's vacationing, whether it's creating something or starting a new business, and do it for yourself. Please focus on something just for you that you don't have to share with anyone else, or they're not that no one else can take from you. And just enjoy this summer. Life is all about just striving and achieving and being ambitious until you get to where you want to be, and enjoy the journey on your way there. Enjoy your journey on the way there. Have a good Friday night, guys. Thanks for joining me. Good night.